the visual elements. I am Rashan Bulay.
And I am Mary Billy Nueva.
I'm Junzi Bungabong.
And we are the reporters.
Good day, everyone. So now we're gonna tackle about visual element and explain it to you. So we need to know what is visual elements. So the visual elements of line, shape, tone, color, pattern, texture, and form are the building blocks of composition in art. When we analyze any drawing, painting, sculpture, or design, we examine these component parts to see how they combine to create the overall effect of the artwork. So here's an example of an art. As we can see on this painting, on the previous slide we talked about the line, the form, the pattern, and etc. So as we can see, all of that is present in here. So it has texture, it has the light part, it has the dark parts. As you can see in this tree right here, it has the light part and the dark part. So that talks about the texture. And we have lines, we have shapes, other kind of shapes. As you can see, this house is a shape come from the square. So in order to make an artwork, you need to consider those things to make a artwork. So now we're going to talk about the visual elements have a relationship to one another. First, most images begin their life as line drawing. So as we can see, when we make a artwork, first we need to sketch it out first. Line cross over one another to form shapes. So mostly of the artists are just making free lines in order to create shapes, in order to get their desired shape for the artwork. Shapes can be filled with tone, color, or repeated to create pattern. So as you can see, as the last slide, as that painting, it has repeated design. As you can see, the leaves of the trees has the same pattern. And use the same stroke of the paintbrush to create that illusion of leaves. A shape may be rendered with a rough surface to create a texture. A shape may be projected into 3 dimensions to create a form. As you can see here, this shape right here, it has a 3 dimension. So this square has a width, a height, and a depth. So you can see that is the example of it. So we're going to talk about now is the visual elements line. Line is a foundation of all drawing. It is the first and the most versatile of all visual elements of art. Line in an artwork can be used in many different ways. It can be used to suggest shapes, patterns, for structures, growth, depth, distance, rhythm, movement, and the range of emotions. So here are the different types of line. We have curved lines, horizontal lines, vertical lines, and jog lines. So as an example, we have an example right here. So a curved line is any line that is curved, as from the word curve. So it helps to create those complex shapes like a circle. In order to create a circle, you need a curved line. Horizontal line is some use this as for landscape. It is dito na lang to. Masakat dito. We also have horizontal line, vertical line, and jog line. So now we're going to talk about the visual elements on the context of shape. Shape can be natural or man-made, regular or irregular, flat, 2-dimensional, or solid, 3-dimensional. Represents or abstract, geometric or organic, transparent or opaque, positive or negative, decorative or symbolic, colored pattern or texture. So the perspective of shapes, the angle and curves of shapes appear to change depending on our viewpoint. The technique we use to describe these traits is called perspective drawing. The behavior of shapes. Shapes can be used to control your feelings in composition of an artwork, such as square and rectangles, circles and ellipses, triangles, inverted triangles. So here's our example of a perspective artwork. As you can see, these artworks depends on how you position yourself, and you can see the illusion of this artwork depending on your perspective. So now we're gonna talk on the visual elements in the context of tone. Tone is the lightness or darkness of a color. The tonal values of an artwork can be adjusted to alter its expressive character. Tone can be used to create contrast in light of dark, to create illusion of form, and to create a dramatic or tranquil atmosphere. So here's the example of a tone. As you can see, this artwork only uses one color. And here are the tones of the color. It's from the light source, as you can see right here. This is the light source and it comes from this color. And to its darkest part of the color, here, as you can see, it's right in here, to the shadow parts. So we can create an artwork using only one color with the use of tone. If we apply more color on this part, so we can create the illusion of darkness. And if we apply less of the color on here, so we can create the illusion of lightness. So now we're gonna talk about the visual elements on the context of color. Color is the visual element that has strongest effect on our emotions. We use color to create the mood or atmosphere of an artwork. So we're gonna see what color and what are they represent, what mood do they represent. So first, red symbolizes intense, energetic, strength, danger, and associated with food. The blue comes with trust, security, corporate, peaceful, faith, and wisdom. The orange is hot, aggressive, successive, associative with younger generations. The purple is royalty, luxury, calming, and mysterious. The yellow is optimistic, cheerful, energetic, and also associates with food. Black, powerful, formal, sophisticated. Green, wealth, nature, freshness, easy color of the eye to process. And white, clean, positive, associated with the medical profession. So there are many different approaches to the use of color. It can use to be color of light, color of tone, color as pattern, color as form, color as symbol, color as movement, color as harmony, color as contrast, and color as mood.
Visual elements in the context of pattern. Pattern is made by repeating or echoing the elements of an artwork to communicate a sense of balance, harmony, contrast, rhythm, or movement. There are the two basic types of pattern. There are the natural pattern and the man-made pattern. The natural pattern is an art often based on the inspiration we get from observing the natural patterns that occur in the nature. We can see this in the shape of a leaf of the branches of the tree, the structure of a crystal, the spiral of a shell, the symmetry of the snowflake, and the camouflage and signaling patterns on animals, fish, and insects. So the man-made pattern. Pattern is an art used for both structural and decorative. This is an example of the natural pattern. So as you can see, this is the spiral of the galaxy, the flowers, the shape of the leaf, the branches of the tree, and the hang marks. Okay, these are the example of the man-made pattern. So this one is the banig. So this is what we call banig. So this is the crisscross pattern. And this one is the bricks. And this was the man's creation.
So the visual elements in the context of texture. Texture is the surface quality of an artwork, the roughness or smoothness of the material from which it is made. We experience texture in two ways. The first texture is optically, which means through sight, and the second is physically, which means through touch. So, these are the example of optically. A good at we've seen is the example of optically. So, we've seen that the first example is so very rough because we know that this is not a good in our sight because the collaboration of color and the style of the painting was not very clear in our sight. So the second picture is so very smoothness. This is the example of optical, the smoothness example because as already seen that this picture was so very wonderful and good in our sight. So the next example is the physically example. So we all know that sculpture is made by stone and we know that the first picture was so very rough. This is because of the shape created and the second example is smooth because of the texture of the stone that created. So the next is the visual elements in a context of form. Form is the physical volume of a shape and the space that it occupies. It can also representational or abstract. It generally refers to sculpture, 3D design, and architecture, but may also relate to the illusion of 3D on a 2D surface. So there are the two types of form, the 3-dimensional form and the 2-dimensional form. So the example of 2D. So this is the example of 2-dimensional form. So we all know that the 2-dimensional form has two classification, the width and the height. So the example is the painting example. So the second is 3D. The 3D has a 3 classification, the width, the height, and the depth. So we all know that this horse was made of metals and this is the one of example of the 3D sculpture.